Okay, folks, here we are in the locker room. Team's getting ready to get out onto the field. Just having a look at the Mayhem Tornadoes there. They've got a couple of level ups, but we might cover that at the end of the match. So if you wanted to stick around for that, then do so. Already rolled for the skills. They've got a couple of different choices. Put it to the chat, see what you guys think, you guys and gals. You can make some suggestions. So of course we've got the Pahualaxa Serpents who are going to be playing, and we'll have a look at that team in a moment. We're just going to start spinning. Okay, so everybody's started spinning now. So the Serpents, let's have a look at the team roster. So of course we've got Krog, who's got break tackle now. He's going to be one to watch out for, going this way and that, running around. Terrible match against Skedaddle last week, the Kislev Circus. That was really painful. But there we go, that's one of those. Otzi, the Movement 9, Ado and Tlan, both pretty experienced players with block. And then we've got Iztex, who leveled up in the last match. He has Strip Ball. So this will be an interesting one to watch out for, doing all sorts of cage dives. So Strip Ball, we'll see if that comes into play or not. The Lizardmen, they lost last week, sadly. 2-1 they lost. It was a pretty incredible game for the Kislev Circus, and they played really well. Unfortunately, the Serpents couldn't keep up with them, and the Kislev Circus did a great job of leaping here, there and everywhere over their heads, and managed to win hand over fist against the Serpents. So Serpents coming away from that, not doing particularly great. There was a few star player points, as we saw with things like Isti, I think it was Isti, who managed to get some experience in that game. Istex, and then we have Otals out for this match, probably going to be fired because he took a really nasty hit in that last game. So the injury, yeah, he got a fractured skull, so chances are he's not going to be returning to play, and they're going to let him go and see how he is, how the team's doing when they come back from a break. But the chances are it's just not worth the risk taking him on the team. That'll be one to watch, and that'll be a shame to say goodbye to his Tex. But sometimes these things have to be done. Just want to say a big thank you to Kel Bean, who followed us the other day. So it's a day now that they've been following. So our most recent follower. Really appreciate that. It's really great to have you on board. I think what happened was Kel being followed whilst I was playing WoW. So sometimes I'll be streaming World of Warcraft, and I might try and make that a regular thing on a Thursday. It depends a lot on how it kind of works with the group that I'll be playing with. We'll have to see. Hi, Final Stand. It's good to have you. Final Stand was supposed to be playing, but he's been very busy in his garden today and managed to cake himself in mud. So he's just going to have to miss out this time round. But Final Stand's one to watch out for in future MBBL online spins, and also in the Totally Relaxed Blood Bowl League. For those of you who are following the channel and things, you'll know that we have in the past played matches for the Totally Relaxed Blood Bowl League, and it has been a long time since we played a match for them. And the reason for that is that the opponent, we've struggled to try and get the match up, and that's not gone ahead. Earlier in the stream, you'll have seen we had 2 level ups. The 2 level ups are coming off the back of a concession. So that team that we were supposed to play against has suffered a concession. So we got 2 most valuable players, and the experience that they've gained from that extra training is what's given them those skills. And we'll, like I say, the end of this, when we go to the locker room, have a look and see how the Serpents are doing, we'll quickly just dash over there. We'll have a little look and see the skills that the Mayhem Tornadoes have gotten, and hopefully you will join me in trying to figure out what on earth to get. I have some pretty good suggestions from the MBBL crew, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think life gets any better than that, Final Stand. You've got it down pretty good. Okay, so we are against the MBBL Fun Police. So it's a stunty off. So this will be an interesting one. This is with Jammy Blodger. He's a very good player. Very good player. I believe it's Jammy Blodger. MBBL Fun Police. Goblins. So you're going to see all sorts of crazy gizmos and things. The bonus of playing against Goblins, the Serpents, not particularly strong, but when it comes to the Goblins, are matched in the strength. The biggest difference? All the craziness that's going to be happening with the Goblin team. It's going to be incredible to see what the Goblin team has to put forward with regards to all sorts of things like huge balls and chains, chainsaws, bombs, who knows. We can see here they have gone with a bribe. So the matches are going to start soon. So let's move over to the live cam and get ready for the scene on the pitch side. So they've got a couple of bribes. That means we're going to see quite a few fouls. The team's not doing too badly by the looks of the Goblin team. And so, be interesting to see if they capitalise on whatever it is that they've got. Because it seems to me like they might have a few tricks up their sleeve. But let's see. We'll get a look at the two teams as we have our little exhibition. It's nice. Okay, we're at the Pudding Stadium. Okay. Let's have a look. Couple of trolls there. The Fun Police looking like they just got out of jail. Yes, yep, it's an all-skink team, the Pahualaxa Serpents. We'll wait for the team presentations. You get a good look at them when they turn up. Okay, so we have got a chainsaw there. Oh dear. And the bribes, no doubt, to try and keep that chainsaw on the pitch. Here we go, the Pahualaxa Serpents looking resplendent. There's Krog. Krog had a pretty terrible game last week. So I have to see if he can improve on his performance from last week, because it was pretty abysmal. Okay, the referee flips the coin to see who gets the kick and receive. Goblins have chosen to receive the ball, so we're setting up in defence. Let's get those skills on so you all can see them. Ooh. Okay, so this Goblin here has jump up, an interesting choice. And we have guard on the troll. Yeesh. That looks like strip ball. Yep, strip ball on a Goblin. Oh dear, sidestep, sidestep. Whoa, we've got bombardier, chainsaw. Wow. So plenty of toys for the Goblins to have fun with. Okay, the Serpents setting up. It's pretty defensive positions here, just because they're well aware of the need to try and protect those valuable skink players. That chainsaw looks pretty scary. Okay. Now for the Goblins to set up for their attack. I'm glad you think so, Final Stand. The team's had a pretty interesting season so far. We had an Agility 4 skink at one point. Sadly, ended up being killed in one of the matches. I'd love to say that that was the one thing that set this team back, but the Serpents have had quite a few setbacks, given that the team's armor is just so easily breakable. The Goblins setting up. Yeah, the skinks can be pretty good when it comes to the stunty dodging and all the rest of it, but we'll have to see. Have to see how they fare in this match. Hopefully the coach will have had the players check their studs to make sure the studs are going to be effective on the pitch and give them plenty of grip, because recently they've been slipping and sliding all over the place. Okay. Ado lining up the kick. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a high kick. The ball's high in the air, and one of the Fun Police players can get underneath. That's Gimnag. Gimnag under the ball there. Fails to catch it, but that's fine. Ooh. That's Tooth Stench getting really stupid. Oh, a nasty little shot at Iztex there. Iztex taken down by Gritter. He's the strip baller. Probably shouldn't have put him on the line. Gar of Gold. Shoved out of the way there by Belly Rot. Putting Iztex on the line was a pretty bad call. Probably should have noticed that that was the strip baller. Looks like the Goblins are getting ready for a foul fairly early on. Gimnag taking a look at the ball, failing by looks of it, struggling to pick it up, and he fails to get the ball scooped up. Now that could hurt them. That's Zolty going around to help out his teammate. Final stand up there. Tlan racing up the pitch, manages to make the go for it. The Skinks just moving into position, trying to position themselves as best they can to get in the way of those Goblins. Krog racing in, trying to get a good shot at Gimnag. Doesn't work out for him. It's just a push. Gimnag electing to stay on his feet there. Could have gone to the ground if he wanted. Decides nope, he's going to stay where he is. Skinks continuing to try and position themselves as best they can. Oh, Mindeix going for the dodge, makes it. What's happening here? Lock of the Sun, having a look, seeing what his options are. Ooh, just about makes it away from Belly Rot. Gets into position there. Otzi, as I was saying before, one to keep an eye on. Moves over to the right side of the pitch. And that's going to be the turn for the Skinks. Yeah, it's 3-minute turns. Some leagues can be different. So in the past we've had, I think with TRBBL it might be 2-minute turns. So it's quite a fast-paced game. But yeah, 3-minute turns I think is pretty fair. 4 minutes is quite a long time. It's good if you're learning the game. 3 minutes, just enough time for all the players to get to do what they need to, without feeling too much pressure. Okay. Okay, that's Skitjin there. Moving across to assist Topnich. And now we have Gritter eyeing up Krog, contemplating getting a hit on the Croxagore. Players players, just trying to think what is going to be best for them. There we go, Tooth Stench moving up to Mark Mazda. Here we go, Gritter going into Chainsaw Krog. Doesn't work. Krog's Scaly Hide pushing away the chainsaw there. He's pretty thick-skinned. It's going to be tough to get through with Krog. Ooh, it's not a good hit there from Bellyrot. Bellyrot struggling with Gar of Gold. Oh, no. Gar of Gold gets injured. Removed from the pitch. Only badly hurt. He's going to be taken away for the remainder of the match. It's only strength 2. Ooh, Krog getting a great hit on Gimmelob. Decides to follow, doesn't break the armor. Ooh, it's tough what to do next for the skink players. It's a bit of a tough question. Where is best to go? What is best to do? Otzi moving up the field. Ooh. Oh, that's... Oh, Ado getting a hit. Gritter falling on his own chainsaw, injured there. Uses the Apothecary, no casualty. The Apothecary manages to stitch him up just in time, but that's him out for the remainder of this drive at least. Oh, Tlan giving Gimnag a good hit there. Oh, Zolti going for the pickup, scoops up the ball, runs down the field. Final stand, just giving him a little bit of a hand there. Ooh, a dodge from Lock of the Sun. Sneaks away past Morwig. It's looking pretty tricky. The ball isn't impervious from being hit by the players here. Oh, nice. Mazda racing away from Tooth Stench. Tooth Stench swooping away. I think that's where they're going to stay for now. The Serpents managing to scoop up the ball after Bellyrot got a nasty hit there. He managed to remove Little Gar of Gold for the remainder of the match. But it's going to come at a little bit of a price. Interesting to see what the Goblins are going to do here. That's Nippig. Nippig and Scarshag, a little bit far from the action. There we go, that's Nippig going, marking up Otzi. Ooh. It's a good hit from Tugbra, just a shove. But that's enough. Bellyrot standing up there. Skitjin having a look at trying to get away. Oh, he makes it. Oh, it's going to be a tough one. Oh, he manages to make it all. Sneaks past Otzi there. And here we go. This is Gimnag, who's on the floor currently, eyeing up a blitz. Ooh. More scary dodges and go for it for the Goblins. Topnich looking, it's a bit of a push for him to get into there. It's not impossible, but it's going to be really tough for him to get a good hit on that ball carrier. Interestingly, Gimnag just opting to stand up for now. Oh, Morwig going for some absolute madness. Manages to get a hit. Manages to knock the player down. Oh, and Zolty's injured. He's off the field. Just badly hurt, so he's not gone forever. But he is done for now. Ooh. This is a tough one for the SKINKS. Really difficult ball for the SKINKS to try and get a hold of now. It's a good hit from Otzi there. Otzi taking no prisoners. Oh, it's a good hit, a great hit. Oh, Nipik is stunned. That's going to hurt. He's out for a little while, but he'll be back pretty soon, I'm sure. Fans of Nipig will definitely want to see him return to the field. It doesn't really matter which direction Skitgin gets hit from. Ooh, it's just a push. No doubt Skitgin will want that. He wants to go on the ball in the hopes that he can push it somewhere a little bit tricksy. And that he does to great effect, in fact. Ooh, it's a great dodge there by Final Stand. Final Scan scoops up the ball. Excellent. Oh, he makes another little dodge. Ooh, just manages to make one last dodge to get away from Skitjin. Skitjin there looking pretty content that he'll be able to get that ball later on. Mendeix going for a good dodge there, managing to get away. Ooh, Krog tearing himself away from Tooth Stench, moving himself up the pitch. And then Itzdex, not so lucky. Itzdex slipping on the floor there, tripped up by, I believe that's Belly Rot. Yep. It'll be interesting to see what the Goblins do here. They've done a pretty good job of holding up the ball, as we saw just a little while earlier. Managing to get the ball scattered in such a way as it stays on the pitch. It was a little bit tricky. Final Stand having none of it. Final Stand running in there, sweeping that ball up off the floor. And now surrounded by his teammates. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for the Goblins, but never impossible. That's Tooth Stench there. He's not really feeling it. Tooth Stench looking like he just wants to have a nap. The Serpent fans hoping that that nap's going to last quite some time. Oh, and Belly Rot feels like joining in. Never want to be left out. Belly Rot also deciding he's just going to stay put. Final stand hasn't got a level just yet. But the player that we did get a doubles on just got blocked. Oh, my word. That's a terrible hit there from Skitjin. Really awful. Oh, and down he goes. Ouch. That's Skitjin there. Knocked out. Ouch. That's gonna hurt. Okay, we've got Tlan teaming up to take down Gimmelob. Gimmelob taking a nasty hit there. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, Ado racing around the back. Just getting a push. Okay, and then Iztex having a look. Getting back on his feet. Ooh, trying to mark top niche there. Manages to get away from Tugbra. And that is going to be that. So the Skinks in a pretty good position. Never safe, but pretty good. The Goblins looking at their options. Two Stench and Belly Rot having a little think as to whether or not they want to get it back in. Two Stench races across. Marking Iztex there. Now Belly Rot contemplating what he's going to do next. Runs over to Tlan. Ooh, that's really unlucky. Gimmelob there looking to try and get the hit there on Tlan to move. Oh, he manages to make it. Looked like he was going to struggle for a little while. Gets the hit, pushes Otzi. Otzi pushed against the sideline. Oh, and it's a good hit as well. Oh, sends him flying through the air with a beautiful uppercut. Tlan stunned. With the blitz left, Gimnag racing round to hit Otzi. Oh, and it looks like he's going to finish off in the crowd. Let's see what the crowd has to say in the crowd. Oh, that is not nice. That's Otzi unconscious. The Skinks hoping that Otzi will be coming back. Next drive. Top niche. Having a think about what he wants to do next. Gets a hit. Just a push. Pushes his Tex away. That's not what we wanted to happen. Okay. There we go. So that's a touchdown for the Serpents. The Serpents 1-0 up. Ooh. That's that knockout coming back. 2 injuries for the Serpents there. Otzi back on his feet, which is nice to see. And then the one reserve who's going to have to come on to help that team out. Now that looks like... Oh, the referee has taken the bribe. And so Gritter gets to stay on the field. The Goblins still have enough players so they don't have to field the Bombardier just yet. Right, so we want to get him back there. Okay, it's a little bit scarier for the Skinks now they've fewer players. Goblins trying to figure out what's going to be best. What's the best positioning for them to get a good attack on the Skinks. Gritter there managing to bribe the referee. The referee looking pretty content, pretty happy with himself. Okay. Ado lining up the kick again. Ooh, the ball is in the air, and it's another high kick from Ado. Here we go, Gimnag giving it another go, catches it this time. That's Gimnag with the ball. It's just a push from Toothstench. Toothstench giving Minder a piece of his mind, shoving him out the way. Oh, Gritter chewing up Lock of the Sun. Lock of the Sun stunned after taking a chainsaw to the face. I think that's pretty good from Lock of the Sun there, managing to not get chewed up too badly by the chainsaw. That's right, that's Grimnag. Gimnag racing up the field. Yep, that's right. It's not too bad from the chainsaw to get stunned. Especially with stunty players, much more likely to get hurt, as we've seen in the past. Okay. We've got Morwig and Skitchin moving in just to help out Gimnag. Ooh, a cheeky blitz here from Tugbra against Grimslick. Oof. Just a shove. Shoves him out the way. Ooh, this is nasty. This is... Oh, nasty foul there. Stomping down on the Serpent. Wow. Nippig, stomping with the help of all his friends, doesn't manage to do any worse than what he's already got. That's Lock of the Sun there, really struggling. But just about managing to stay awake. Top niche moving up. Moving a little bit further down the field. Just having a little think what to do. That's Krog there, doing his usual thing of nothing at all, wasting the blitz. That is really unfortunate. He's in a great position to get hit by the chainsaw. That's probably where the Skinks are going to have to leave it. That's unfortunate that Krog there decided to turn himself off, but hopefully he'll have switched back on by the start of the next round. We've got Top Niche here, looking to continue moving down the pitch. Jammy Blodger there, moving him in, so he has the end zone in his sights. This is Gritter. Going for the chainsaw of Mazdamun of Despair. He goes to hit Mazda. Oh, it looks like a good hit. Mazda is KO'd. He's out for the count. He's catching 40 winks in the dugout, while the rest of the team are going to have to try and build a defense against these goblins. Two Stench moving across the pitch. Looks like the goblins plan on setting up their cage on this other side of the field. Belly Rot contemplating joining in. Decides he's feeling game and races across to the side of the pitch. Nipik there, marking up Ado. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to want to get level with the eyes here if they want to get in with no go for it. So if they don't want to have to stretch their legs on the way to the end zone, they're going to need to get to where those serpent eyes are. We'll have to see if they manage to get there or not. Okay, so who's this? Sweeping down the field, we've got Scarshag. So forming a screen here with the defense. Gimnag having a look. Deciding which way he wants to go. Got the likes of Skitjin, Morwig, Gimmelob and Tugbra to go. Ooh, a cheeky pushing it there by Skitjin there. Skitjin just trying to get a little further. Interesting. Goblin players moving around to support their fellow Goblin. Oh, and that's a trip there. Looks like he might be able to gather his feet. No, that's Gimmelob knocked out. Ooh, that's unfortunate. It's not what the Goblins wanted to see. So we've got two Goblins here who can make it. The Skinks moving across, trying to get in the way of the Goblins. we go, Krog moving down the field. Lock of the Sun back on his feet after taking a nasty hit from that chainsaw we saw earlier. We've got a blitz coming from Ado. Tries to hit top niche. Just gets a push. Still a push. Okay. Mendex going there. It's going to be really interesting to see if the Goblins are going to be able to get this score. If there was ever a time to be on the edge of your seats, folks, this is it. The MBBL Fun Police trying to equalize. It's the last turn of the half. The SKINKS have done all they can to make it as difficult as possible. What are the Goblins going to do to try and make this happen? Okay. We've got Gritter with the chainsaw racing in to hit Tlan. Tlan getting the brunt of the chainsaw there. Oh, Tlan is KO'd. He's unconscious and out for the count. Ouch. Is that going to be enough? Is it going to be enough, folks? The Goblins eyeing up what their possibilities are. All but one needing to stretch their way to get to the end zone. And there's still a lot of SKINKS around. Gimnag having a look to see who he fancies giving the ball to most. Ooh, looks like he's going to be handing it off to Scarshag. Scarshag managing to catch the ball. Oh, wow. This is... Oh, he's having to try and sneak past. He makes it for the touchdown. Incredible. Incredible. Scarshag there, sneaking his way past the opposition. There's nothing they can do to stop him. They got very close at one point, but it wasn't enough. Manages to get the touchdown. It's 1-1. Now, this is the very last few minutes on the clock. Ooh, they get their player back from the KO box. See how the Serpents get on with their knockouts. Ooh, looks like both of them are going to be coming back for this final push. Oh, that's Gritter. Oh, managing to slip the referee another bribe. Unfortunate. It's a good chance that he's not going to be joining us for the next half. That was an incredible play by Scarshag there. Good handoff by Mindag. Minnag. I can pronounce his name right. Where is he? Gimnag. Yeah, that was pretty intense play there by the Goblins. Almost got tripped up, but managed to sneak his way, keep on his feet, fly himself through into the end zone. That's great. Thank you there. Thanks for the follow, Pete. Much appreciated, my friend. Oh. Thank you for liking the stream. Hopefully the latest follower-up here will update soon. Doesn't take too long, I don't think. Oh boy. I'm not sure that this is going to be possible. With the players that we have in here. That's a hit there. There. Push 1, 2, 3. Need a player here. I don't think we even have enough players to pull this off. One hit into here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 dice hit to push him to there. Then 2, 3, 4. It's 2 dice uphill to get that one last push. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's see how we get on. It's going to be a really tough one, folks. It's a really, really difficult one-turn touchdown. See if the Serpents have it in them. They can move 1 extra step, and that is massively helpful to them. Means they only need 1 push. Have a look where that ball's oh, the ball's going right in the far corner though, so it's going to be a pretty awkward pass to have to try and get off. Whoa, that is rough. It means no blitz, which is nice. Gonna have a player run up here. So you're gonna have to run up, take away that tuck zone so we can get the 2 dice here. And then move around there. 2, 3, 4, 5 dice for the 1 dice to push him. Need a player there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to have to be a 1 dice. By Krog. Can we trust him to do it? I don't know. Let's see how we get on. Oh, it's not a nice scatter. It's not a nice scatter. It's best to try and get him the ball now while he's only in 2 tackle zones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he'd need a go for it as well, and then it's a really awful pass to try to make. Oh, it's not looking good, folks. It is not looking good. The only thing we could do is bring him around to here, and him to there. We need to get the pass off first. That's what's going to be tricky. See how this goes. No. That's that then. Oh, nice hit from Krog there. Out of nowhere, a KO of Belly Rot. That's going to be big if he doesn't come back in the next half. That is going to be big. Yeah, there's no real way to get our man much further unless we blitz there. which wouldn't be a very nice blitz to have to make, because that's 2, 3, 4 against 2, 3, 4. It's a 1 dice. We still need to get our player over here. Let's do that now. Here goes nothing, folks. Attempt number 2 makes the dodge. Is Tex. Oh, it's really not what we need. Just need the push. There it is. Oh, and he has sidestep. Oh, he didn't see it. He pushes him away from the action. Oh, what a nightmare for the Serpents. They don't manage to get him where he needs to be. Oh, they wouldn't have been able to do it. Wouldn't have been able to do it. Okay, so let's have a look. He would have been great for the pass. Oh, fails the pickup. Fails the pickup. And then that's going to be the turnover. Ah, that's good. Belly Rot's back. He's a little bit dazed for a second there. So what we're going to do, folks, as we always do, half time. Now is your chance. If you need to go to loo, you want to get a drink, we're just going to have a few minutes break, a little bit of a pause, and then we'll be right back here. So as soon as you finish doing what you're doing, get back here, get watching the stream. Just a couple of minutes. Go and see to whatever it is you need to see to. And we'll see you soon. Okay, we're back. Welcome back, everyone. Ready for the second half of this game. Oh, it's still darkness for some reason. There we go. Not sure why it's playing up like that. Excellent. Welcome back. Thanks for coming and joining us. Thanks also to... oh, no. Where's it gone? I had the notification on here. Thanks also... I've not got the notification on here. Hopefully some of you have seen it. Peter Bursell, thank you for liking the stream. I'm loving the support that you're giving. It's absolutely fantastic. Cool. So, 1-1 going into the second half. The Skinks are down on players. They failed to get that one-turn touchdown. It was very difficult. The Goblins managing to come back, just squeezing their way in for the equaliser at the end of that first half. We've got Zata, the Bombardier, has come to join in. Take a good look at Zata there. Looking pretty formidable. He's brought plenty of artillery with him. He's just showing off for the cameras now. Excellent. Oh, and who is this if not Gritter? Has come to join us. Stayed off for that last turn of that first half. So he manages to come back. Chainsaw in hand, and he was putting it to good use in that first half. Let's see if he manages to do as much damage this time round. A full team for the Goblins. Only 10 players for the Skinks. It's not too bad for the Skinks. Of course, we've got Zolty and Gar of Gold who are out for the count. Only badly hurt. The Apothecary not needed to be involved just yet. How long that's going to stay that way, we'll have to see. Goblin defense looking pretty good there. It's going to be a pretty difficult half for the Serpents. There's a lot of really painful weapons in those Goblins' hands. It's pretty scary. See how they get on. Just in case there is a blitz. Pop him there. Okay. See where the ball goes. Oh, it's a nice kick. Oh, the MBBL Fun Police can set up however they like. That's not going to be nice for the Serpents. Quickly, while the ball is in the air, the Fun Police are shifting the ranks. That is not what the Serpents want to see. The ball nice and deep there. An excellent kick from the Goblin side. Now more pig over here. He's one to watch out for. He's the strip baller. Goblins just shuffling around, quickly reconfiguring themselves. Zata there. Oh, it's a really good kick right into the backfield. Oof. That is scary. Okay, Krog. Oh, tripping over there somehow. Go. Makes the loner, gets the run. He manages to get a good hit on Gimnag, just managing to keep on his feet. Woo! The Serpents fans gathering their breath. Ooh, it's a good hit too. Gimnag KO'd. Ouch! That's gonna hurt. That's Gimnag out for a while. The question is whether they're going to be able to get the ball across to any of their players. Oh, it's not likely. It's not looking very likely. Otzi looking to join his players up the field. Races along. Mazda there. Managed to recover from his earlier KO. Right, this is Tlan going for the pickup. Scoops the ball up in the end zone and begins the rush up the field. Ado running up to provide some cover. Final stand going for the dodge. Just about makes it final stand, our touchdown scorer early on in this game. Ooh. That's Iztex managing to sneak away there. Now it's going to be the SKINKS managing to get the ball, make a little break for it. Whether they'll be able to make something of it or not remains to be seen. For those of you watching on the Facebook stream, thanks Duncan. I'm trying my best. But the team really does struggle sometimes with that one turner. Even with the movement 9 player. Very rarely comes off. Okay, the Goblins looking to try and backpedal a little bit to prevent that that next turn score. Of course, if the SKINKS score early, there's no more bribes for the Goblins. Zata and Gritter could have a very short game. But we'll have to wait and see. Morwig moving up the field. Back into his own half. Tooth Stench looking to get a hit on Krog. It's not a great hit. It's not a great hit. It looks like he's going to struggle a little bit with Krog there. He goes for it again. Whoa, manages to pull the rug from under Krog's feet. Oh, and it's a great hit. Krog is out. KO'd. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, it would be lovely, lovely to use the Apo there. Unfortunately, Krog's going to be in a pretty nice position for the chainsaw. So it's going to have to be skipped. That is a shame. If the Apo had come on to try and preserve Krog there, then Krog would have had a chainsaw to the face while he was on the floor. But that's what you get when you're dealing with goblins. They have a way with weapons. Some of the other goblins now just moving up to apply a little bit of pressure, marking some of the players on the Serpents team. Getting up to that halfway line. The Serpents still deep in their own half. It's going to take something pretty incredible to get that ball where they want it to be. The Goblins are all moving in now, marking up the skink players. This is Skitjin having a look, thinking about making that dodge. He makes the dodge to get in the way of Otzi. Oh no! Zata drops his bomb at his feet and blows himself up. Thankfully, he's not badly injured. That's Zata there, blowing himself up. Let's take a quick look down there. The scene on the... Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Looks like he's going to be out for a little while. Okay. So, the Skinks. The Skinks. It's very tempting to go for the 5 and the 4. It's not ideal, however. Let's see what we can do about getting Skitjin out of the way. Oh, that's not what we wanted. That's the reroll that we wanted to keep for earlier. Okay, Skitjin able to make a little sidestep wherever he likes. Okay. So 3+, 3+, 3+. I think is probably the way to go. Okay. Slan looking to hand off to Iztex. Iztex failing to catch the ball. Oh, that is not good for the Serpents. Really not good for the Serpents. Iztex, slippery hands. He says, hey, I stripped the ball. I don't take the ball. Drops it on the floor right next to the sideline. This could be bedlam. Mazda and Otzi in pretty awful positions. Mindeix as well. It's not looking great. Zata recovers himself off the floor. Picks himself up, dusts himself off, and races across to help out Morwig. Well, Eflo, you're probably right. There's a really good chance they just wouldn't have been able to get across to get me. I could have just taken that hit, and it would have been fine. Here comes Gritter with the chainsaw. Oh, it's another great hit. Gritter's been excellent with that chainsaw. Iztex is injured. The chainsaw's cut straight through him, but it looks like he might be able to get patched up at the sideline, so he's not out just yet. That leaves the ball with no one looking after it. It's a great hit from Morpig against Grimslick. It's an excellent hit, and it's another injury. Grimslick injured by Morpig. That's him going into the dugouts with a damaged back. That's a niggling injury. That could lead to him being fired. This leaves Nipig now, free to scoop that ball up. Is he going to try? That's a push. Morwig just pushing his weight around there, trying to make himself a nuisance, and he's doing a pretty good job. Thanks again, Pete Gould, for the follower. I'm not entirely sure why this isn't updating in the corner. But thank you, Pete Gould, for the follow. I really appreciate that. Oh, there we go. Nipig scoops the ball up. Oh, no! Looks like he's trying to keep his feet. Trying to keep to his feet. Just makes it by the skin of his teeth. That was close. Just about manages to stay on his feet. Gimmerlob there, moving around, deep into the Serpents' half now. This is Skarshag trying to get across to Nipig, just about makes it. That's Tooth Stench drooling at the mouth, wondering what he's even supposed to be doing. What's he doing here? He doesn't know. And the coach is probably going to be tearing his hair out at that. Here we go. Ado running in for the hit. Gets what he wants. Whoa, knocks out Nipig. He's out for the count. He's gone to sleep. Where's that ball going to go? Ooh. Scatters just next to Skarshag. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Is he going to go for it? I think so. Oh. Just in case this doesn't come off, what do I want to do? Okay, makes the dodge, scoops up the ball. Not where I wanted him to go, but that's okay. Oh no, he pushes it a little bit too far. And hits the deck. Ooh, that's hairy. Thanks very much, Danny Richardson, for the follow. Much appreciated. For those of you who don't know, and he probably wishes that you stayed not knowing, but I'm going to tell you anyway, Danny Richardson is infamous for having started the whole Blood Bowl leap meme. So if you ever wondered who you had to thank for that, that would be Danny Richardson. Let's have a look. Ooh. ball is not safe. Time is ticking. Oh, that's a failed dodge there. And that leaves the ball carrier really exposed. Mendeix there slipping over. Remember I was saying earlier on that the boots of the Skinks really needed to be checked by the coach. I don't think they're sharp enough because they're slipping everywhere, sliding around, and it's far too easy for these players to be taking down our Serpents. But there we go, that's what's happening. Now there's quite a lot of players here who are in real trouble. We're going to see how they get on. Really needed Mendeix to not slip and slide at that moment. There we go. Morpig able to get to the ball carrier. Ooh, it's a bit hairy. So whether or not he'll actually reach him, we're about to find out. Remember, Morpig is well known for being able to get the ball off of his opponents. Thank you, Zavar Khan, for the hit. Oh, what is that? Morpig not quite getting there. Oh, he manages to get the ball carrier down. Oh, my lord. And he's dead. Oh, my, oh, my. Morpig got the ball off the ball carrier, but at what cost? Ooh, Lock of the Sun. Stunned there. Managed to get all that way. Stunned right at the last moment. Oh, that's a heavy price to pay. Ooh. That is rough. Wow. That is rough. Oh, it's hard to know what to do. Now, bearing in mind that little Morwig here has sidestep, he can pretty much go wherever he wants. And none of our players are free. So we are going to have to make at least one dodge. Oh, I failed at the first hurdle. Those boots need to be checked. Slipping and sliding everywhere. That's final stand, crashing to the ground. Not able to make it away from Zata. Morwig now in a great position to work with his teammates to get that ball free. Let's have a look what's going to happen over here first. Look at that. One reroll one. Ooh. We've got Belly having. Oh, another great shot there from Gritter with the chainsaw. Tlanotl hits the deck. Folks, this was looking like it was going to be an easy score for the Serpents, and it is not turning out that way at all. The Serpents probably feeling a little bit of regret for some hubris from earlier on. It seemed like they were just sure to get the ball where they needed it to be. This is Morwig moving round. Now Belly Rot and Tooth Stench currently stuck in place by these Skinks here. We've got Otzi and Mazda. Here we go, Morwig lining up the hit. It's just a push for Tooth Stench. Tooth Stench pushes his player up against the sideline. Another shove, this time from Belly Rot against Otzi. Otzi pushed up against the sideline too. That's now 2 players in danger. Now we've got the blitz coming from Morwig. Sweeps around, gets a shot. It's just a push, but that's enough to get Mindix away from the ball. Is he going to try and scoop the ball up? Morwig contemplating it. Scoops up that ball, no problem. Now trying to figure out what he's going to do with it. Morwig there. No doubt we're going to see Skitjin try and move across to help out his fellow player. That's going to be tricky. Ooh, it looks like he's struggling from the off. Oh, and that sees him fall to the ground. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a match this is turning into, folks. Lock of the Sun getting up off the floor. We're about to see Ado. No! Okay. That's a misclick, and that sucks. Okay. Looks like it's going to have to be Otzi who tries to get the ball. Here we go. Makes the dodge. Gets a hit. Is it going to be good enough? No, it's just a push. It's just a push. Okay. That sucks. Okay, final stand, seeing if he can make up for earlier. Ooh, just about does so. Sweeping round there. Mazdaman a little bit wary of the fact that he's up against the side. Ooh, he goes for a crazy play, manages to make it just. Moves up just to mark Zata. And that's all of the players that we have left. Scarily few skinks left on the pitch. Ooh. This is turning into a really tough half for the Serpents. Let's have a look, see what the Goblins are planning on doing. Ooh, we've got Gritter lining up a blitz there, by the looks of things. Yeah, the chat's a little bit slow. No Goblins eaten yet, Danny. No Goblins eaten yet. We've had a Goblin die, which is, you know, a tragedy for Fun Police fans. Sadly, saw Morpig die early on. But no Goblins eaten just yet. There is still time left. We're about to see some movement from the trolls, I think. Okay, making a little screen by the looks of things. In the hopes that Morwig can sweep around. Yep, looks like there's a little bit of a cage forming here. Here we go, Morwig hoping to pull off the dodges that he needs. And he does so, expertly swooping round. Here we go. Gritter running in for another hit with his chainsaw. He's been very successful with the chainsaw so far, and that is Ado KO'd. Ooh, that is not what the Serpents want to see. It's not what they want to see at all. Thank you, Jim Dewis, for the follow. That is much appreciated. It's great to have you on side. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Ooh, this is a pretty crazy throw here from Zata. Oh no. Zata hits the deck. Oh, and that's Mazda stunned by the bomb there. So it paid off in a way. Oh man. Jammy Blodger doing everything he can to get in the way of this blitz being a success. He's doing a great job. Here we go. Going for the dodge. Makes the dodge. Here we go. Oh, Otzi failing to make the dodge there. That's going to be this. It's a 2-1 win to the Goblins by the looks of things. Gritter there, lining up the chainsaw, ready to do what he needs to do. Oh, what is happening over here? Stench goes stupid. Stench having a hard time figuring out what he's supposed to do. Bad timing there from Stench. Zata getting up off his feet, onto his feet, after almost blowing himself up earlier. And this is going to be Skitjin, I imagine, having a look to try and get a hit there on Lock of the Sun. Get him out of the way so that Morwig can run down the pitch. Oh. Here we go. It's a good hit there. A shove is all he needs to free up Morwig. Here we go. Skitjin trying to get a hit. Oh my. That is unlucky for Skitjin. Gets knocked down. Neither of them injured. But that is unlucky. What to do? What to do? Either way you look at it, folks, it's a 1 dice. It's just going to be a 1 dice. Because of that dude. So I have to go this way. Oh, it's still... Oh, because the guard. Oh. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yep, of course, that's Belly Rot there, giving the assist to Morwig with the guard. We've got just a shove here from Stench. But that frees up Morwig to run down the sideline. Thank you, Ben Field, for the follow. Great to have you with us. Oh, it's a good hit from Zata. Why he took the throw in, but it's an amazing hit by Zata. Knocks out Mindeix, and now there's no one down in that half of the pitch for the Skinks to stop the score. An excellent hit. I don't know what he's doing throwing bombs. He definitely needs to consider taking up a position as some form of blitzer on this team. That was a great shot by Zata there. The draw slipping away from the Serpents. It's a failed catch. That is not... It's not likely that the Serpent's going to be able to recover that and get that where it needs to be. Unfortunately, unless a Goblin gets thrown very successfully, that's the score over. Oh, Mazdaman of Despair is injured, trying to wrestle down Gritter. Gritter stunned after falling on his chainsaw. The only way for this to work is for a throw and for a successful handoff. Looks like the throw's going to be coming. Are they going to get far enough? Thinking it must have been better to move the troll down here and throw one of these players. There we go. He's having second thoughts. There we go. Two Stench deciding to go up the pitch instead. Likely to throw Scarshag. Scoops him up. Oh, Scarshag floating through the air. Oh, he doesn't make the landing. That's heavy. A heavy blow to the ground. Scarshag. That's a sad day when the Goblin fails to make the landing to get the score. We go. We could see Belly Rot try to get a cat. Ooh, it's a good hit. Good hit from Belly Rot. Oh, smashes Final Stand to the ground, but doesn't take him out. Ooh, Zata there scoops up the ball. Runs around the players, and that will be that. It's 1-1 draw at the end of that. Ether Graves, yep, yep. It was possible if he had gotten the throw off successfully. Fortunately, the throw wasn't successful, so he wasn't going to be able to get the score. All the Goblins just a little bit too far from getting to that end zone. So, as always, we're now going to move over to the locker room, have a look at breakdown of the teams. Okay, here we are. So, 40k for the treasury. I don't think we've got enough to get anyone. Oh, no. Oh, it's only Mazdaman. I think he's okay, he says. Yeah, Mazdaman will be fine after this match. So Mazdaman coming away with the MVP. Mazdaman did okay. Wasn't too bad. Got plenty of play in, and yeah, pretty rough game really. 18 armor breaks for the Fun Police. Scarshag there getting MVP. Scarshag did a really great job. Managed to get the touchdown. It'll be really interesting to see what Scarshag comes away with. We won't go into the statistics and stuff. Let's just have a look, see how our team has got on. That's the Mayhem Tornadoes. If you were here at the start of the stream, thanks for staying for the duration. And we'll have a quick look at that team. And you can maybe just give me a heads up as to what you think they should get next. So the Pahualaxa Serpents, sadly not getting any level ups this time round. But we've got some players lined up. So Gar of Gold, Final Stand, Mazdamun. They could all get a level up in the next match. And Lock of the Sun if he gets MVP. Yeah, not sure what we're going to do about Grimslick because that's a niggling injury. As it is, we just don't have the cash to replace the players. So it might be we'll have to play with injured ones on the roster. And that's not going to be nice next week when we play again. But we'll have to make do with what we have. That was the Serpents. No level ups this time. Let's have a quick look over at the Mayhem Tornadoes. The Mayhem Tornadoes I'm using in the Totally Relaxed Blood Bowl League. We had Ninja Bread Man on the stream last week. And he was telling us all about how it got set up and all that kind of thing. The Totally Relaxed Blood Bowl League. If you do play Blood Bowl 2, check it out. They've got the next season, Season 6, starting very soon. Try and get on that if you can. It's really good. It's designed for dads and people who are generally quite busy or have a lot of responsibilities and don't have a huge amount of time. So there's a super amount of flexibility. It's really well run. They do it all through a Discord chat. It's really organized. And I'd highly recommend it. If you fit in that category, if you're a very busy guy and you want to try and get some games in, they're the people to go to. They're really, really great. Thanks for liking the stream, MD King, Mid King. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the like. But definitely go see Totally Relaxed Blood Bowl League and see if you can join up for their Season 6. See if you can find them on the Discord as well. They might have a Facebook group which will have all the links that you need. Check that out. It's really, really good. And it's worth playing in. Sadly, the Mayhem Tornadoes didn't get their game this round. Their opponent, for whatever reason, it's a bit of a tricky time at this, you know, with everything that's going on, didn't get their match in. So they got the concession, and we got a couple of MVPs. And here's what we got with the MVPs. So just a look at the roster so far. So we've got 2 Blodge Blitzers. We have a Block Edge 5 catcher. Thinking I'm going to build him maybe to be a cage diver if I give him leap. I don't know. We've got a thrower, another catcher. Sadly lost the catcher. It's a beautiful catcher too. Movement 9. Catcher died. Lots of injured players down here, but they're so expensive. I got to keep them. Tell you what, we can't quite afford another catcher, so we might save that cash. Anyway, the level ups that we got. So one of the ones that I went for went with Wrestle for Menonorian Relalan. So he got Wrestle. That was on the recommendation of Mike. Mike the Rake is a really good Blood Bowl coach. Plays a lot of tabletop. He did really well in the UK with a lot of tournaments, particularly in the Midlands. He's the guy to watch out for when tabletop comes back. When we get the tournaments back, Mike the Rake is a great opponent to be up against. But he suggested Wrestle, and I really liked his explanation of it. Perhaps it was a bit long-winded explanation, but that's fine. I took it on board. I think it's really good advice. But the one that I'm really stuck with, and we're getting a lot of talk about, is this guy. So, Arcaunor Ferondolan. Already has dodge, and managed to get himself a second level up with the MVPs. And when we rolled the dice, we got doubles. And so he now has access to passing and strength. And then that was it. So the chat I was in erupted. I had all sorts of people suggesting all sorts of different things. If you're watching and you're in the chat, you know, let me know what you think. Some of the suggestions we got were things like in strength, Mighty Blow. So Mighty Blow to try and get him a few more points and try and get him to that 31 SPPs to level up again. So you can have more going for him. The other thing that we could go for would be guard. Not sure. Railso Silver, thanks ever so much for liking the stream. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that with us. That's great. Thank you. Yeah, so Mighty Blow. Guard is another one that we could take. Oh, man. We could take Leader, get an extra reroll, because I think the team at the moment only has 2. And, you know, 2's plenty. But sometimes I really do struggle without that extra reroll. So that's another option. There's too many options. A double for a Blodge Blitzer. So let me know in the chat and the comments what you think we should take for the Marum Tornadoes. Be really interested to hear what your opinions are. But the big divide was definitely between Mighty Blow and Guard. Mighty Blow and Guard. That's a tough one. I'm gonna hold on before I make that decision. Mighty Blow or Guard. We'll have to see. Oh, it's a tough one. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Cool. So, thank you for joining me. And I'll catch you next time. Mondays, 6 p.m, MBBL online spin during the time that we're all stuck indoors. And watch out as well if you just want something to play in the background, or you've not seen the game, you want to see what it's like. I might be doing World of Warcraft on Thursday nights as well. But that's no, I'm not sure about that one. Still working on that one. But every Monday night, 6 p.m, come here. If I'm not playing, I'll be watching a game and commentating on that live. 6 p.m. on Mondays. I'll catch you then.